Thank you for wanting to volunteer at Channel 1 Regional Food Bank. In this video, we are going to talk about the Channel 1 food shelf being a super shelf and how you can volunteer. First thing we're going to discuss is what is food insecurity. Food insecurity is a federal measure that is concerned with each household's ability to provide enough food for each member of the household to lead a healthy and active lifestyle. Limited or uncertain availability of nutritional adequate or safe foods, or ability to acquire foods in a socially acceptable way. The next thing we're going to look at is why food shelves. Food shelves once filled a temporary need for families. Now they fill a chronic need for food. Healthy food staples are the most expensive to purchase at any market or grocery store. Food shelves are an opportunity to provide stable food options. Meats, fruits, vegetables, milk, eggs, etc. In a 2019 survey with food shelf clients, they found that clients get a large portion of their food from food shelves. Clients also want healthier food from their food shelves. In the top 5 foods listed, they wanted meats, fresh fruits and vegetables, dairy, eggs, cooking and baking supplies. And thirdly, many clients have basic cooking skills for veggies and fruits. So 96% of the clients said they know how to prepare many fruits and vegetables. One of the things we do in our super shelf to influence healthier choices is something called nudging. Nudging includes positive reinforcement and indirect suggestions to encourage better choices. Nudging does not include commanding directions, legislation, or enforcement. We are not the food police, nor do we wish to be. Nudging at the food shelf shifts people's choices in a predictable way without taking choice away. So some of the ways that we nudge is layout, positively influence choice. Example of that would be traffic signs showing your speed. This example of trash cans is an example of nudging. We have organics, bottles and cans, paper. We are not commanding them to use one or the other. We're just nudging them to make a better choice. Another way is that we create abundance. We want to make sure that our shelves look full, clean, and beautiful. We want to make it look like there's plenty of food available for them. Thirdly, we're going to talk about your role as a volunteer. At this time, we're going to play a game, and I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil. The game is going to let you take on the role as a shopper. We're going to give you 2 separate experiences between the old food shelf model and the super shelf model. So if you need to, please pause the video at this time so you can grab paper and pencil. All right, now that you have your materials, let's go shopping. This is going to be a standard shopping experience for anyone shopping in a traditional food shelf. And here are your instructions. Imagine you are a client shopping at this food shelf today. You are a household of 2, and as a household of 2, you get to choose 10 pounds of food total. Each food item is labeled with its standard package weight, as it would be in the food shelf. You will shop for the items you want by writing them on your sheet as we go, and at the end you will check out. All right, welcome to the food shelf. Please be respectful to other families and don't take more than what you need. All right, on this first shelf, on the top we have peanut butter. Please only take 1. Jelly, tuna, mac and cheese. We have ramen noodles. We have cupcakes. We have unlimited. We have a big shipment that came in, so please take all the cupcakes, pies, and sweetbreads that you would like. And on the bottom there, we have oils and canned jalapenos, those are a limit of one. Also, as you're doing this, just please be mindful that there are lots of families behind you looking to shop as well. So please take your items. All right, on to shelf 2 here. We have unlimited bread and buns, pasta, rice-a-roni, fruit cups, mustard on the second shelf. Peaches are limited to 1, please, at this time. We have a lot of bananas in. Please take as many as you would like. And again, salad greens as well. You can take unlimited amounts of those. But yeah, 10 pounds. As you grab these items, just be careful that you want to observe the limits on this shelf as well. All right, well, let's check you out now. A staff member will review your basket to ensure that you are within the 10-pound limit for your 2-person household. All right, I will go through this now and look, and yeah, it looks like you got exactly what you needed and you're within the weight. So thank you so much for coming today. All right, now, before we discuss your first experience, I want you to shop at the SuperShelf today. Assume you are a household size of 2 still. All numbers listed on the shelf are for your household size to choose from. Welcome to the SuperShelf. We're glad you're here. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you find anything. All right, the first shelf you come across is produce. You can choose all that you can use. You're welcome to grab anything that you would like. Canned fruits and vegetables, the blue, you can take 5 of each total from this shelf. So 5 items total from this shelf. Grains, you can choose up to 4 items from this shelf. And proteins, you can also choose 4 items from this shelf. All right, on to the second shelf. Milk, you can choose 1 milk item or dairy item from the cooler, please. The cooking and baking, please choose 4 items from this shelf. Soups and sides, you can choose up to 3 items from this shelf. And snacks and beverages, you can choose up to 2 items from this shelf as well. All right, well, let's check you out. Did you have any questions while shopping? Did you find exactly anything and everything you're looking for? All right, that's it. Thanks for visiting with us. All right, let's compare the experience. How did the traditional food shelf experience make you feel? Having to count the items, having to get the weights, all the foods were kind of not within the same type. Is there anything else you noticed that was kind of frustrating about that experience? Now, I want you to reflect on your shelf experience. How did that make you feel? What types of food did you end up with? Was it easier or more difficult than the first shelf experience? And what else did you notice? How were your food choices different between the 2 methods? We hope that the SuperShelf experience was better for you as a shopper, that you got a more complete and balanced basket. And we did that. We hope that the SuperShelf experience was better for you as a shopper, that you got a more complete and balanced basket. And we did that by nudging, by having fruits and vegetables up first. We do that by asking them if they need help finding anything, by putting like items together so that they can create meals as they're shopping. Your primary responsibility is customer service. You're going to help clients find what they're looking for and make for a positive shopping experience. You're going to approach each situation from a strengths perspective rather than a deficit perspective. So if we're out of something, approach it as, hey, I'm so sorry that we're out of this, but why don't you look at these items that we have more abundance of. You are going to be respectful. Channel 1 Food Shelf is a no judgment zone. We're going to treat shoppers the way that you would expect to be treated at your grocery store. You are going to ask them if they need to find anything, help finding anything, any questions. You're going to smile and treat them with respect. Also, have fun while accomplishing your task. It's amazing how much people who enjoy their work can improve the feeling of an environment. You are the customer service representatives for Channel 1 Food Shelf as a volunteer. Next, as a volunteer, you can provide helpful customer service, help clients navigate and answer questions, maintain shelf placement and food categories, restock items when they run out, place healthier foods at eye level, stock shelves so they look abundant, organized, and clean. You can also help families use a new shopping list to maintain quantities on their lists. Smile, be positive, and be the person that you would want to encounter if you were a shopper. Here is an example of a shopping list that they will receive when coming to the food shelf. You can see that the food categories are broken down and color-coded. This is for a family of 1 to 3, and they can grab the total quantity next to each item under each category. So, as an example, snacks and beverages, they can grab 3 snack items and 3 beverages. They don't have to choose between one or the other. They get both. Lastly, we want to talk about the SuperShelf and equity. Olmsted County and Rochester are becoming more diverse. We need to meet the needs of a changing population. We need to focus on being client-centered and not task-centered. Equity is at the heart of our values and mission at Channel 1 Food Shelf. And to learn more, please look to the civil rights training piece that you may have already completed. Lastly, we want to talk about your first shift in the food shelf. When you arrive, you will make sure to park in the east parking lot, not by the food shelf front doors. In addition, you will want to wear closed-toed shoes, comfortable clothing. If you're working in the cooler and freezer, you'll definitely want to bring a jacket with you as well. Please do not bring any food or beverages into the building at this time due to COVID restrictions. And you must wear a mask at all times while in the building. When you enter the building, enter through the sliding doors under the green awning on the west parking lot. There, you will take an immediate right into the business office. Once in the business office, you will get a COVID check. We will have you sign in on the iPad using your phone number, email address, or name. Once you are signed in on the iPad, we will have you go to the sorting room to wash your hands and for the shift huddle that takes place before every shift. There, you will meet with Channel 1 Food Shelf staff to discuss what needs the food shelf has for you at this time and what things need to get accomplished during your shift. There, you will go into the food shelf with the food shelf staff. They will get you all set up for your shift. At any time, if you need to take a break, you can do so in the volunteer office, the volunteer room by the sorting room where you initially signed in on the iPad. And after your shift, please make sure that you clock out as well on the iPads before you go. If for some reason you cannot make your shift, please go on to the website, the volunteer portal, and take yourself off of the list for that day. If you have any more questions, please reach out to David Steenhook, the volunteer coordinator with Channel 1. Thank you so much for volunteering at Channel 1 Food Shelf. We look forward to seeing you soon.